Now, see for this Tinubu administration here, the presidential spokesperson of this government, a lot of them be very notorious. And each time you ask them questions, they don't get answer. Now fight they go turn them to. Make una watch with Daniel Bwala talk.
We're not seeing any attempt by the president to reach out to Nigerians at this moment. There have been very loud, increasingly strident calls for President Tinubu to address the nation about all this. And many people say they are shocked that Mr. Tinubu has still not spoken to Nigerians as a leader talking to the people he leads. Why hasn't he done so? I'm not talking about his aides. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about the president. Why hasn't he deemed it necessary to talk to Nigerians about this huge quarrel that's broken out with the Americans at a time when many Nigerians are afraid and worried that things could get worse? Why not?
Well, I want to assume that the Nigerians you are referring to are Nigerians that need more education about communication. I
don't understand what you're talking about. I asked you a straightforward question. You're not answering.
What is the straightforward question?
The straightforward question is, why hasn't the president,
so if the president
addressed his people at a time of incredible crisis?
And if the president speaks to the Nigerian people through tweets, is that not a communication?
Please. Let me borrow the words of the
If the president tweets, is that not a communication?
Let me
if the president issues a statement, is that not a communication?
He needs to address the Nigerian people.
Where?
On television, on radio, now, where they can watch him and hear him and look at him and hear what he has to say.
When the president received envoy and was speaking about what Nigeria is doing and the commitment of Nigeria, which is covered by TV and reported by radio, is that not a means of communication?
Let me borrow the words of the former special advisor to the Tinubu presidency on political matters, Hakim Bola Ahmed, a member of your government, who resigned in frustration. His question was, what does it take to get President Tinubu to address the country? Is he not a leader that's elected by the people? Isn't that what leaders do? If not now, when? That's a straightforward question.
Okay, you say you want him to address Nigeria through TV.
No, I'm simply asking you a straightforward.
The president is communicating every day. So this is what I'm taught about communication. You issue a tweet, is communication. You speak through TV, is a communication. Through radio, is a communication. And I tell you that official acts of the president is covered by TV. You have State House press call that report to you about the daily activities of the president, including the visual coverage of the president's engagement with people. Is that not a communication?
You see, one thing that beats my imagination for this administration. Each time you call a spokesperson or a leader of APC to any TV station like this, they end up fighting at the end of the day, based on the fact that they don't get a clear-cut answer. Instead of them today be diplomatic in resolving this issue, they will turn them to fight. They ask Daniel Bwala a simple question. Why is it that the president never addressed Nigeria with reference to what we hear between America and Nigeria? He said the president don't tweet. I just want to say something here. I hope when the election campaign will kickstart by next year, our president will be doing campaign on Twitter. The same crops of people who were busy insulting Peter Obi last election, that Peter Obi is a social media president, that only tweet and make noise on Twitter, that the majority of people who tend to vote in this country not be on Twitter. Now, Daniel Bwala tell us that most Nigerians need education in terms of communication. The same people who came to tell Nigerians, see, the majority, the quantum of the people who vote do not have access to internet. Now then they tell us, see, the president tweets. How many Nigerians are on Twitter? How many Nigerians are on Twitter? If the president even come Facebook, come do Facebook Reels for us, we for even see them better than even any other channel. Now they tell us, see, we Nigerians will not get Twitter, see, we not get educated. Now we think Daniel Bwala they talk. Daniel Bwala end up not answering any question at all. See, I know say you don't get the answer to the question. And this thing is so simple that you are a presidential aide or spokesperson does not mean that you know the mind of the president. You don't know the mind of the president. He would have answered that in due season, in due course, the president will address the nation after everything has been resolved to a greater extent. See, why is it that Nigerians want to hear from the president? You see, when the president speaks to Nigeria, we go see him. Our mind will come down better. But in tweeting, we will just not in tweet. Now, one of his aides just go tweet anything on behalf of the president. And they tell us, see, we should rely on the tweet of the president. The truth remains, see, America will strike when the time comes for them. Because the man will be in seat. If you guys do not appreciate Donald Trump, me I tend to appreciate him more. And I'll tell now why when the time